Visual acuity is... the scaling is off. Can you hear me? Okay, let me get my diagnostics out. Testing drills. Why do they always gotta make these so complicated? We end up with more Denton's defects. At least the defects become more evident. Ocular failure. Lens retraction issues. Go figure. If you can hear me, give me a symbol with your hand. Okay. Well, these hydraulics are still working. Let's test your fuses. You're going to feel a little bit of a pinch on your external shield here. I'm just going to peel this back a little bit. I want to see the daughter board that controls your ocular camera lens. Okay. I'm going to plug you into our diagnostics for that daughter board here, so you might feel a little bit of a buzz going on in your head. So, team wires. Oh, your connections are corroded. Did they have you going swimming without the proper shielding? So your training did involve shielding? Okay, that figures. Okay. Alright, you might feel a pinch here. I'm going to go in from the front and I'm going to take out your optical cameras. And I'm going to see if there's any residue or buildup that's happening on the main circuit boards, okay? Oh, you can see me. Okay. Out of focus, though. Okay. Well, I'm going to connect your daughter board into the diagnostic circuit. And then let's see if we can get some power here. So all of your power diagnostics come back good. It's not for a loss of power. It was probably oxidation or corrosion. When I had you doing the training, did you go through any kind of sludge, any kind of liquid other than water? Yeah, it's the green stuff. I don't know why they keep sending the recruits through there. It's very corrosive. Yeah, and then they give you a stim pack like it's supposed to bypass the actual degradation of the metals. Alright, I'm going to put the ocular implant back into the main circuit board so you'll feel a little buzz behind your eyes. Okay, that's the SRQ4. Is it still fuzzy? No, the color's off? Okay, we'll see if we can adjust that in just a moment. I want to watch the reflex of the camera. That would be ordinarily combining with your organic reflexes. Okay. Does that change the color at all? You're stuck in infrared? Oh, okay. Well, that's probably unpleasant. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's connect one of our LED displays, and that'll actually give me a good frontline reading. There's my strippers. Yeah, I'm gonna hot wire this in, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. I'm gonna twist the wires. It's just for testing. Have you seen Jaime yet? No. Okay. Yeah, I do think it's something that just one of the technicians can probably handle. Okay. I'm gonna plug you in here. So the brightness is definitely overwhelming. Do you feel any pain? Okay. Is this something that your augmentations are not allowing you to control internally? Okay. Manderley hasn't issued all of the recruits manual control, so when you run into these types of problems, there's really nothing that you can do about it aside from shut down your ocular camera. What I'm going to do is I'm going to install a manual switch, and this is something that you can have with your meter. And so when you go into your menus to look at your augmentations, you'll just be able to flip that nice little switch and turn it on and off, okay? It's just going to need a little bit more wiring. And we'll just kind of shimmy it on here. We're not going to actually solder anything until we know that we have clearance to do so, okay? Yeah. You can just turn the camera feed off if you want. That's okay. Do you know what caused the surge? Like, do you remember what event it was that might have caused the surge? It was right after you got out of the pool. The corrosive pool. Yeah. And did you take any shots from the turrets or? I'm just gonna hold that in place right here for a second. And now, when we. Better? Good. Alright. Yeah. So this is a manual bypass, but it's something that's only really useful because I'm guessing that you had a power surge. Not only is the circuitry somewhat corroded, I mean, you have like that topical layer that goes over it very nicely, and that prevents a lot of water intrusion. But the problem is those stupid tests that they run you through. They have you running through a pool of muck and chemicals that breaks that right down. It's just a polymer. So now we gotta find out where the power surge happened here. So I'm just gonna put this pad and look in various different places to see where our capacitance is off, okay? Color is this? Is your color perception seem to be okay? Yeah, the ocular camera itself can be pretty darn sensitive, but the power regularity is off. It sucks. Okay. think we have one of the main capacitors here, and it's probably one of the 1400 microfarads. It really should be 2000 microfarads. It's the most common one that we see below. And if we do a 220 volt, go with a higher capacitance. That'll definitely give you a little bit more resiliency before your circuits blow. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to do for now, until Manderley can give us clearance for an entirely new daughter board. Okay. It's okay, I'm going to turn off your camera here just for a moment, because I want to work on this, and I don't want you to get like a surge into the ocular feed, okay? So I'm just going to start, I'm going to clip off the burnt out capacitor here. They're still using electrolytic fluid. Stupid. They should be at least using ceramic. I'm going to feel a little bit of heat. So we're going to go up to 220 volts and do some microfarads here. Capacitor. It's actually really easy to install. Okay. Here we go again. Welcome back. How does that feel? Have they given you any of the tutorials about your bioelectrical levels? You're starting to get more familiar with it. Okay. How's your transmitter? Okay. Are you able to still hear from HQ? Okay. No, they don't give me one of those on the intercoms, but I get to relay all the information to Jaime and to Manderley, so I'm going to do a little bit more of an in-depth look here with my UV light, so if there's any kind of electrolytic fluid coming out, I can see it, as well as with the bright light and just looking for more corrosion, okay? Good. I'm going to put my light. Do they install? Do they give you a different firmware revision? State your firmware version. They did upgrade them, didn't they? Well, that's why the electrical levels are off, is because your resistance isn't normal. Alright, I'm going to open up your other panel here on the side, so you're going to feel a little bit weird. It's not going to be unpleasant. You're not going to have any, like, pulsing lights or anything. But you're just going to feel me lift up here on the shielding plate. Yeah, it's partly integrated into your organic tissues, so you might feel a little bit squishy. That's okay. Oh, you got some leaking fluid. So one of your seals is off too. At least I found it. So it's got your hydraulic fluid. I can't tell what vessel it's still coming from now. fluid, and that way maybe I can narrow it down first, okay? I feel a little bit of a cool rush. The glue. That's how we repair you, Dentons. The glue. Let that kind of coagulate for a moment here. And then we're going to use a little bit of resistance here. So I'm just going to kind of stop the electricity a little bit here. Just tack this into place. Because some of that liquid we're not going to want. Yeah, we're not going to want that fluid building up in there. Okay. So you're going to go into lower and lower power mode. So if you start to feel that sluggishness, that's what I'm doing, okay? Okay. I wish that they would give me more than 8 resistors. I must be doing something because it is stopping. It's slowing. Another one into the series. I think with all the complexity that you guys have, that they would start to use different type of power other than simple DC. Then again, maybe I shouldn't complain. At least you're easy to work on. Okay, so you're probably going to feel your energy levels go down. And we're going to give you a biocell compensation. We don't want you to have to shut down and go offline. But I'm going to use this port here just below your ear on this side here. Allow you to have enough energy to keep running your operating system. It's okay if you go down, it's okay. Your organic systems will wake up. Okay. So I'm going to take a better look at that daughter board here. I'm going to pull it out, okay? There's no power. You probably won't even feel this. They soldered those connections in. Go back here. Okay. Okay. Since I can't just disconnect that one board, I'm going to use an interrupter circuit and then I'm going to remove the entire panel. Okay? Okay. Just try it still for me. You didn't lose any kind of vision, peripheral vision in your ocular lens? No? Okay. Doesn't seem to affect you at all. These new lenses are very nice. The firmware revision definitely helped with that. I've seen so many models that are miscalibrated. Alright, I'm going to remove those resistors now that the coagulant has definitely kicked in, okay? I mean, it looks like hydraulic fluid, but why would that be up here? Unless the leak is further down. I know that your levels are off because of the resistance, but can you lift your shoulders for me? Your hydraulics are good. Alright, I want you to curl your arms up, make fists. I'm going to pull you down. Okay, no, don't use your augmentations, you'll win every time. Okay. Oh, that's good. I think if a buck modulator might actually be defecting, but I don't know why that would cause a leak. I'd like to cut into your sheath here. Just follow it down, and I know that that's part of your organic material. That's probably not going to feel very good. I can turn off your pain reception some. I mean, if we don't find the leak, then it's just gonna... Okay. Gotta do what we gotta do. Did they give you any kind of chems, stim packs? Not that you're aware of. Did they give you a briefing after your firmware update? Did they give you anything? You haven't read it yet? Coagulant's doing a very good job. Shut up. Just gonna grab the coagulant, I'll close it. I'm gonna go horizontal here, okay? Okay, I see. I think the nanobots are actually starting to be rejected by your organic tissue. I wonder if that's a programming issue or if it's something that could be just physiological. Okay, maybe some of that coagulant paste to just hold it off. And then I'm going to report back to Manderley and see whether or not he wants to issue a firmware revision, if it's something that seems to be prone to your series of manufacture. Okay. so it could just be the that they used a weak material to make this coated membrane. Maybe it just doesn't mesh well with the organic tissue. And that might also explain some of the heavier corrosion on some of the circuitry. Because okay, just gonna place that kind of like a mesh around it. I mean, even if it stopped altogether and it degraded, I mean, I think we can catch it in time and we can replace it with just a poly material, something that's old-fashioned, but I can't have you leaking all over the place, especially if you're going in corrosive pools. Alrighty, well, now that the leak has been stopped, your primary diagnosis that I was given the briefing of was for your ocular. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to shut you down here for another second or two. I'm going to do a little bit of an adjustment on there and to make sure that all the resistors and everything are doing their job. You don't have any blown fuses. Alright, I'm going to shut you down here. ICs look good. I mean, nothing is actually oxidized on this, which looks fantastic. And this side as well. Okay. But the lenses are getting moisture in them. You can see a little bit of dew forming on them. This is going to be very, very bright when you feel this come back in, okay? I'm going to turn you back on. Can you see me okay? Okay. So I've removed your focal lens and there's nothing that's actually going on with your... What just happened? Something short-circuiting. Okay. Just try out that lens. Any flickers yet? Oh. Not really. It could just be condensation. I promise I'll be gentle, but I'm gonna look a little bit closer at some of the wiring just behind there. Yeah, some debris that got stuck. just gonna run a swab around here one more time. Just pick up any of the extra debris and moisture. Any tenderness or any kind of electrical charge. That's good. Alright, I'm gonna put your ocular cover back on. And I'm gonna use a little bit of B7000 just to kind of give it a water seal before I get my recommendations for modifications or upgrade, because the materials that they're switching to, as well as the firmware updates, are not taking into consideration that the materials degrade. So we're going to go the old-fashioned way and just use adhesives. But your primary capacitor has been replaced, so the electrical surges should stop. And some added resistance will take away that tingly annoyance. Alrighty. And then I'm going to socket this in right there. Good positioning. Does everything look okay? Colors. Focus. Focus. Beautiful. Well, despite being in somewhat rough shape, all of your primary systems did not go offline, and your bioelectrical levels are within spec. I mean, concerning, but within spec. I'm going to make a recommendation to Manderley to see if we can pump down the firmware revision and go back to the previous model, at least until we can work the bugs out. And in the meantime, during any of your training missions, we're just not going to put you in the corrosive material. It's stupid. Nobody ever goes jumping in radioactive waste pools anyways. But, okay. We'll get you upgraded for the next firmware. We'll get you upgraded so that the next firmware is going to be a little bit more compatible with the materials that your augmentations are currently at. Or we can upgrade your augmentations. Alright. I'll see you in the med bay.